out of dress, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child. And then won't lay today, make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Maddie, and I am back at it once again on a brand new video. And hold up, wait. Hey guys, it's your girl Maddie, and I am back at it once again with a brand new video. And if you're new here, my name is maddiimonett, and welcome to my channel. So you're up entering the episode called Creative Realness. Let's fast forward. Welcome to Creative Realness 101, episode 3 with one of my good friends, Leilani. But let's cut to Leilani. Y'all know I'll play. Y'all know I'll play. Okay. Anyways, look, this is my verse today. My verse today is, therefore, since we have been made right in God's sight by faith, we have peace with God because of what Jesus Christ our Lord has done for us. Let them marinate. And as you guys know, I wrote everything down. So, let me tell y'all. And I elaborated the verse while I was on the bus after school. So this is what I got. And because we trust in Jesus, God declares us right with him. As a result, we are no longer separate from God. We have a restored relationship and peace with him. Because now that we accepted him as our Lord and Savior, and now that we but now that he's working with us, we see progress. But yeah. So I want it, yeah. So basically, Jesus is the one preparing our relationship between us and God. Hi vlogs, I'm with Leilani.
What's up?
And we have Tamara in the background, but she gonna be here soon.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so, you know, it's episode 3 of Creative Realness 101.
Yup.
And Leilani is here because...
Yep, the queen, the baddest, the royal majesty. She's here.
All that's gonna be in the video, so she's so confident, all that. Okay,
The royal majesty is here.
Okay, anyways, tomorrow's side, I nothing else.
Stop laughing.
It's funny. Okay, so anyways, today we're gonna be talking about friendships and boundaries and letting people grow apart because, you know,
Yeah.
do what you please.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So let's see what we got for y'all. Ooh. Okay, this is my stuff. So where's your question? Let's just go to your messages. Hold up, shit. Okay, y'all, so we're back. We're gonna start with our first segment. Alright, so to continue segment 1, here's some few key points I want to make. It's gonna be friendships changing, and by the way, it's on the side of the screen. So show them the thing.
Boom.
Boom, boom. Okay, so
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada who?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. Okay, anyways. Okay, so our first question for segment 1 is going to be, why do you think we sometimes see friendships drifting apart as betrayal even when nobody actually did anything wrong?
So I feel like it's because of a lack of communication. Period.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Now, back to the point. Okay, so here are a few key points I want to make into segment 1. Number 1, okay, sometimes it may hurt, may feel weird, or even may hurt, of course, but some people aren't meant to be in your life forever. That's why drifting is normal. Like, it's not betrayal, it's just got drifting apart. And I was like, this relates to me because I think, like, a few weeks ago, one of my close friends, we have been friends since like 5th grade. Like, I think I met her like on virtual school, you know, in the dance company I was in, and we just stopped talking. Like, we used to talk every week, and I checked up on her. She going through a lot, so I was like, okay, because I thought she was like, not my friend no more. But instead of that, I had to communicate with her, and that's why I struggle with that too. Be communicating with people, because it's like, they really gonna talk to me? They don't want to talk to me. Why am I talking to them? You know, that's me. But yeah. The question I'm going to answer with this is, how can you accept that a friendship is changing without it turning into resentment or blame? I usually write about my feelings and emotions or talk to them, because usually talking to people helps you have an understanding of what's going on. Okay, and the verse I'm going to use for this is Ecclesiastes 3:1, and it says, "For everything there is a season, a time for every activity under heaven." Everybody has a season in your life. Some people are meant for a season, some people are meant for a lifetime, and how you find that out is to you. But everything's a part of God's plan, no matter how we see it. Okay. Again, with segment 2. And let's switch to the next segment. Drifting off versus betrayal. And it says, how can someone tell the difference between a friendship naturally growing apart and someone actually betraying their trust?
Okay. So I feel like you can tell when someone's drifting apart, like when like life kind of takes over. Like if you try to hang out with them and they're kind of busy and they just can't really hang out with you as much as they used to. And then what was the rest of the part?
And someone actually betraying your trust.
Oh, betraying their trust, that means you're deliberately going behind their back and talking about them. Like, that's just a deliberate betrayal. Like, what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Say I wish you. Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all know, Leilani just gave y'all the tea. She just gave y'all the 1, 2. And some points I'm going to make to this is, some people take time for themselves. I do this myself. And it's really not me, like, betraying you. It's just me taking time to understand who I am. Because I know if I'm not 100%, I don't be wanting nobody to see me lower than 100%. So usually I distance myself, because I'm like, dang, like, you don't need to see me like this, Steve. You don't need to see me like this. But yeah, the question I'm going to do with this one is, how can you tell, why do we sometimes take normal growth apart as something personal? It's because people don't really understand to communicate. Communication is like a big thing in our generation. It's like you don't understand what you're doing, so you're getting lost, trying to figure out what's going on, but you don't even know yourself. And I feel like we need to work on communications, because I did have a problem with that, like that, literally this week. The verse I'm going to use with this is Proverbs 4:23, and it says, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." This right here, I forgot what side my heart is on. I don't even know, to be honest with y'all. I'm not even going to try to fake it. But you have to protect your heart, because your heart, like your mindset, is like everything, and it determines where you go in life. But you also need to pay attention up here in God. Make sure you follow in God where He's sending you to be. On with segment 3. Segment number 3 is gonna be,
That's how you show.
continuing, and we're gonna go back to the question. And it was like, why do you think why do you think people sometimes call boundaries being rude, and what does a healthy boundary actually look like in a friendship?
So a healthy boundary looks like disrespecting your friend's limitations, and also I feel like some people consider boundaries being rude, like if someone can say like, oh, they like giving out hugs or whatever, but then your friend doesn't really like hugs, and they're like, I don't want to do that. So it's like that they can consider that being rude, even if that's just someone's preference.
Okay, she ate that up. Okay. Boundaries are important, and our communication also important. Making a boundary with somebody because you need time and space, that's normal. Don't ever let nobody tell you it's not. Communication, just like boundaries, communication, you have to talk it out. You have to make the other person understand where you're coming from. That's how friendships work. That's how they be sustainable. How can we communicate a boundary in a healthy way, in a way that's firm but still loving? I'll be honest. That's me. I struggle with creating boundaries. That'd be wanting to hurt the other person's feelings. But I realize the longer I don't make the boundary, the more my feelings get hurt. The verse I'm going to use with this is Ephesians 4:15, and it says, "Instead we will speak the truth in love, growing in every way more and more like Christ, who is the head of his body, the church." So, speak love into others. That's all. On with segment 4. Segment number 4 is going to be choosing peace over popularity. Have you ever had to choose between fitting in with the group and protecting your peace? What helped you make that decision?
I actually have, because they were saying a lot of racial things, and I couldn't really get with that. They were saying the N word, and I'm like, no. And I didn't really have that much friends back then, so I just kind of chose my peace over being cool with them, because it's like, to me, being popular was never that serious, and I care about me more than popularity at school, because naturally, my personality, people draw to me anyway, so I don't need to force myself in a group. It just is what it is.
Okay, this is why I like her. Okay.
Segment 4 says, choosing peace over popularity, why it's okay to step back, basically. And I said, finding inner peace when you no longer talk to some people, and then popularity is irrelevant when it comes to your peace. Okay. And, okay, this is a question I'm going to take, and it says, why do you think people are so afraid to step back from certain friend groups, even though it's draining them? Me, I was afraid when I was in 7th grade. I was afraid to leave my my friends, because I just got to that school and I didn't know anybody. So I was like, man, if I start talking to her, I'm gonna lose my whole friend group. And like the friend group was messy and it was full of drama, and it was just like mentally draining. And then I was like, and then I started talking to one of the girls, and I was like, so this was my stuck point. It's stuff like that that helps you realize what's going on. My verse with this is going to be Romans 12:18, and it says, do all that you can to live in peace with everyone. Don't really have no beef. Don't have no drama. Just make it clear and make it claim and stick together, because
Segment number 5 is lonely seasons and growth. And what do you think a lonely season can teach someone about themselves that they might never learn if they were always surrounded by friends?
I feel like a lonely season can teach someone that sometimes it's okay to be alone. Sometimes it's okay to spend time with yourself and not always having to hear somebody else yap all day and yap about their problems or negativities. It's just good to be alone sometimes. And then being around people so often, you probably would never realize that. Versus being by yourself.
Okay. Okay, so she ate that up.
Clock.
that's all you can do. Segment 5 says encouragement for lonely seasons, self-love, and self-discovery. Sometimes you can be in a lonely season. Basically, I've experienced this too over the summer. My story, during the summer, I deactivated my Instagram account, and Instagram is kind of how a majority of people contact each other. And I didn't really have anybody's number, but one of my friends at the time, she was like, now my best friend like this. And I was just like, man, I didn't even talk to nobody then when I got into school. It was just like, man, let's see who's gonna be your friend this year. Let's see who's gonna do this. Let's see who's gonna do that. And it was like a matter of seeing who's gonna show their colors or not. You find out sooner or later. You find out later than sooner. Not even gonna lie to you. Yeah. 5 things I'm currently learning in my lonely season. I'm not lonely, but like in my season by myself, is that put yourself first, love yourself, caring for yourself, self-love and self-care is very important. Music, but when you're like in a bad season of life or a good season, you listen to whatever music comforts you, but you don't listen to the music that's bad for you or the music that puts you back in that same setting. So I'm gonna say that. Self-love, what self-love is teaching me about self-love, self-care, and self-discovery. Loving myself means caring for myself and finding myself eventually, because when I love myself, I start to do things for myself, which helps me to find myself, which is how I get self-discovery. So, question that I'm going to answer. What did your lonely season teach you about yourself that you wouldn't have learned if you were constantly surrounded by people? Who Maddie was, and not who Maddie was in groups, who Maddie was by herself. That it was okay to cry, let those emotions out, but, you know, taking your time, finding yourself, that type of thing. The verse I'm going to use with this is Isaiah 43:2, and it says, when you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through waters of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you. When you go through deep seasons, or you go through seasons that make you like wonder and question a lot of things, you start to understand. You're like, oh, okay, this makes sense now. And you're like, oh, okay. So you go through it, you go down, you go up, and it's just a matter of following your faith. And when your faith stays consistent, you start to understand God and who He's starting to lead you to become. But yeah.
Pocket.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, so this is Leilani.
Yeah, the queen. She mad.
I should see
She
tomorrow's
mad.
face. But okay.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. The royal majesty
She looking
has
for
walked in
the
building.
queen.
Oh, the queen is right here. You're obviously are blind. You cannot see. Like, you need glasses like me. Oh, bars. I saw that right bar. Oh my gosh. Who's that girl on the right? She's so pretty.
Oh, baby, you're real. Okay, anyway.
Cut that out.
I'm keeping all that in. Okay, anyway, so that's the end of the video. Episode 3 of Realness with Leilani.
Yup.
I'm the queen.
No.
This is my channel. I the queen. She's playing. Okay, that's all.
Watch this video get more views because I'm in it. Watch.
Anyways,
Why?
okay, y'all. So that's the end of today's
We're
video.
gonna get 67 views, right, guys?
Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys.
Bye, YouTube.
We'll be back with Leilani.
Yeah,
soon.
definitely, very much so. It's
Yeah.
67 days, guys. Woo!
Okay. I'll be closing up this video later. Okay, peace out.
Bye.
That's it for episode 3 of Realness. It's called Friendships, Boundaries, and Letting People Grow Apart. I try to keep these episodes short and sweet because, short and sweet goes here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And also, peep the shirt because you're going to see it again in episode 4 of Realness because I filmed that one at school today with my friends. So, yeah. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Okay, peace out. Oh. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. And I'm gonna respond. Just comment anything like, hey girl, or whatever you want to comment. I don't know, leave a motivational comment or whatever. But anyways, I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe, and follow me on all socials at Miss maddiimonett on TikTok and Instagram. And I will see you guys next week, next Thursday, for a brand new vlog. Okay, bye-bye.
I don't mean like to get it poppin', but these bitches in my business call me out your choosing violence. If you see me out in public, you don't know me.